Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me here once again at Fluid Arts by Elsa. And today we are going to be working on yet another painting. We're going to be working on a wood board. I'm going to show you. So this is the wood board we're working on. I already have my back prepped, so I tape all the back of it so I keep it as clean as possible. You can tape around the edge and that should be enough. I like to cover the whole thing, that way I keep it as clean as I can. Now, we do have to prime this before we start working on it, because you don't want your colors to sink into your board throughout time. So I'm gonna show you a step-by-step, and then you'll watch a full video of how I work on this board. I am working on a Dutch pour. It's gonna be a very subtle pour because I do want to embellish the top. Yes. So let's go ahead and get started. Meet me down at the table. Okay, everyone. So here we are, and I have my board prepped, sitting on the table. I am going to be using this Liquitex Basics gesso. So this is an acrylic medium to prep the board. It may take 2 to 3 coats of this gesso, and in between each coat I'm gonna sand down the board. Before you're not gonna see each layer that I apply, but I'm going to show you this first layer, how I apply it, and then I am going to sand it down so you can see, and then I'll repeat the steps off camera, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I use any regular brush. I buy this brush at the 99-cent store, so we could just prime our board. To the gesso, you can add a little bit of water to thin it out and then apply it. I usually apply it thick straight from the bottle, and then the next layers I do water down a little bit. So let's go ahead. I just pour down a little bit of that gesso, and a little bit goes a long way, guys. So like that. I am going to take it off my stand. I don't need it on this. I only did it there to be able to show you guys, but I think you can see it like this as I do it. So, and I just apply it in one direction. Okay, so I keep coming back and forth, just applying it in one direction, just like that. See? And then you just continue. I'm going to speed you guys up. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and I primed every side of the board, as you can see, okay, and the top. So now I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna come back to sand it down, and then we're gonna go ahead and do another 2 or 3 coats of this, okay? So I'll meet you guys in the next step in a couple of minutes. Okay, so here we are for step number 2. And step 2, it is to sand the first layer that we put down of the gesso. So I have here a handheld sander or a block, and I'm just gonna soften down just like this. I'm just gonna sand down a little bit. And you can feel the roughness go away. The top and my sides. So you're just going to sand it all across. And if you touch it, you're going to feel the roughness where you need to sand down a little more. Okay. Perfect. So now it's the first layer of gesso has been sanded down. I'm going to clean this up a little bit because of the dust that comes off the gesso. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a second coat. Of course, I'm going to do it off camera because you already have the idea. And then you do second one, you sand it down again, a third or a fourth, sand it down again, and then we'll be ready. So I will be right back. Okay, everyone, so here we are. The board has had its layers of gesso and now it's ready to pour. So this painting I'm doing on a black base. Yes, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna flood my canvas or my wood board. Just like that, I think that's enough. We're going to go ahead and torch to get rid of those bubbles. And I am working with a black base, so I am going to put my gloves on. Now we're going to spread it out. Perfect. And then over here. Okay. Perfect. And now, I was thinking how I wanted to blow out my paints. And I'm thinking I want to come out like this. Okay, so that sounds like a plan. Let's see how we execute that plan. So, I am going to put down some pearl white first. So pearl white by Amsterdam. Let me think. I want to do this Going down. Okay. Just like that. Next I have Blue Black Indigo by Atelier. Just a little dark color. Okay. Next I have Iridescent Blue Green by Pebeo. Like that. Now I have Silver, Iridescent Silver by Pebeo. Next I have Primary Blue by DecoArt. Okay. And finally, I want to add one more color, and that is going to be Pearl Glacier Blue by Arteza. And my paint is falling off the edge here. Okay. So those are my colors. I'm gonna torch. And I'm gonna start at the bottom there. Very interesting. Love the design it created. I'm gonna blow a little bit right in here. Okay. And I'm gonna blow in here. Just like that. I love it. Some negative space in there. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my edges. I'm gonna bring you for a close-up. I think I like this. Okay, so here she is, and I think it looks beautiful. I love the way it blew out. We'll see how it dries, but let's take a quick close-up here. Look at the cells. Love the little cells with the silver, iridescent silver by Pebeo in this petal. Love the black negative space. Check out those blue cells there. Beautiful. Take a look at the details in this. Rich blue tones. Love it. Love how it fans out here. And then it goes up to the handle. And I love that negative space right there. Love it. Absolutely a beautiful piece. I'm going to see what else I will do to this, but I will show you. And on the table here, I just blew out my paint that fell over because I wanted to create some nice, beautiful skins for future projects. But here she is, and she is beautiful. Let's see how it dries and how we finish it off. Thank you for joining me here once again at Fluid Arts by Elsa. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I have new content. And click on the subscription button, very important. That way you subscribe to my channel and you support me. You don't miss what I have out here. So there she is. We'll give it a couple of days, let it dry, and I'll be back to show you. See you in the next video. Bye.